Hola. Hey, hey, hey. All right. What's up? What's up? Let me open you guys up on YouTube. Hold on a moment. Uh, oh. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Let me say hi to everyone. If you like what you see, then make sure you come back. What's up, Bonnie, Teresa, Lily, Squirrel, Jeanette, Blondie? I know it's blonde, but I'll call you Blondie. Voices, Masonic, Militant, Kaz, Erin, Crystal, Kaz, Allie B. Allie B, I saw your order today. It's gonna go out tomorrow. What's up, everyone? What's up, Colleen, Sweet Pea, Sherry Ann? All right, that's actually the trial you're hearing. Hold on. Okay, the trial is actually running right now. I don't know why it's on so late, but it's been running for like 11 hours. But while it's still running, I want to show you guys some things. Hold on. Not that I wanted to like jump right into this, but this is Maya, just so you guys know. Oops. I didn't realize I was like way behind. All right, it's been over.
Good morning.
Oh. It's been over. I was watching from earlier. That's why I was like, why is this trial on so damn late? All right.
Doing it this way unless there's.
But just so you know, that's Maya. She is now 17. All right. So, what's up, Charlie? All right, let me give you guys a little background and let me also explain the reason why I'm doing an open panel tonight. I watched this on Netflix a long time ago. I don't remember all the details and I haven't really watched too much of the trial. That's why I'm doing an open panel. I know a lot of you guys are following this a lot closer than I am. So that's why I'm doing an open trial, an open panel. So you guys can explain it better. Rapper, how'd you blocked? What happened? Well, we know one thing I will tell you, we know where Rapper comes from because we can see where he's not blocked. So it's kind of obvious where he comes from. But Rapper, it's time to move on. You're not wanted. And I know who you're friends with. So it really is time to move on. Oh, you hadn't heard about this case? Oh, you got to watch the Netflix documentary. Before I get into it, I just want to say something though. Because I happen to see this movie today. I figured that while I'm paying for Daily Mail, I might as well get the most out of it. So they had this movie that Candace Owen did about George Floyd called The Greatest Lie Ever Told. And it was all about George Floyd. And it was really interesting. A lot better than her take on Making a Murderer, but we won't go there. So I did upload the video for Patreons if you want to watch it. It's called The Greatest Lie Ever Told. One of the things that has stuck with me all day on this, and it's kind of mind-blowing, but BLM raised over $90 million on the George Floyd incident. No, Daily Mail. Or not Daily Mail, Daily Wire. Daily Wire. Oh, by the way, Heels, while you're here, just so you know, I heard that you went on Voices panel talking about me and the Galera. How did you not know that was a joke? Like, I heard you went on about it like you took it seriously. That was a total joke. I do not like the Galera. The Galera doesn't like me. That's never going to change. Me joking around with him, saying how I'm in love with him and we're getting married and all that, that was a total joke. So please understand, when you see me flirting with the Galera, I want to throw up in my own mouth, but it's only a joke. Heels didn't know it was a joke. I don't think Voices did either. But yeah, it was a total joke. So I just want to let you know that. And I hadn't seen you to tell you. No, I don't know. From what I heard, you didn't think it was a joke. See, thank you, Voices. Voices admits it. Oh shit, we both thought you were really thirsty. At least you admit that. Heels isn't owning it. But yeah, from what I heard, you guys thought I was serious. Hell no. I literally throw up in my mouth every time I say his name. So no, I definitely don't have, but it's like a joke. So I just want to clear that up now that I saw you. But going back to the greatest lie ever told. So Candace Owens, it turns out that Black Lives Matter raised $90 million. $90 million for the George Floyd incident. Do you know how much BLM gave the family or his roommates? Zero. You heard that correct. Not one family member in George Floyd's family received $1 from Black Lives Matter. That's fucked up. I don't know why my throat is froggy. Not $1. That's whacked. Like seriously whacked. $90 million. Yeah, they got it from somewhere else, not from Black Lives Matter. Why did Black Lives Matter need $90 million and not give the family or anybody any money? That's fucked up. Especially on their name. Yes. BLM movement got hijacked by crooks. I believe that. But I also agree with what Candace was saying that, and I've always said this, George Floyd shouldn't be put on a pedestal. He was a criminal. He was a drug addict. He shouldn't have died. Nobody's taking that away from him, but he wasn't an angel. So, yeah, BLM had houses to buy. It's sick that they used his name to make all this money and never gave the family a dime, never gave his roommates a dime. It seems Candace Owens paid the roommates like a year of his back rent or something. That's crazy, though. It's really sad. Hey, Char, it's really sad. So it's a good movie. So like I said, it's in for Patreons. It's up in Patreon. I decided to upload it. I did upload the latest episode of Convicting a Murderer. I did put a little voice into it because, man, did it piss me off because she couldn't be more wrong if she tried. But that seems to be the flow of today's. Everybody couldn't be more wrong if they tried, but okay. So I just want to talk about that real fast because it was on my mind. For those of you that asked me about the website, if you look at it, I'm working on it. I've been working on it. It's not like an overnight thing. It's not like Wix where, it takes 2 seconds. It takes a long time, but I'm getting there slowly but surely. So a lot of people think it's like Wix. You just drag and drop. No, you have to create code. You have to move code. You have to change code. You have to do pictures. You have to do pages. So yeah. I have to do more collections. So it's getting there. It'll take me a few days, but it's getting there. So, hey, Joy. Hey, Denise. All right. So let's get into this. I would say about a year ago, maybe. I believe it was Tara that I don't know which name she's going by anymore, but my mod Tara was we're talking about, I think Red Dragon too. We're talking about this Maya case. So I'm like, hey, Tinker. So I'm like, all right, it's on Netflix. Let's take a look at it. Hey, coffee. And so I watched it. And the whole time I kept thinking to myself, no, you didn't block or remove anyone. So I kept thinking to myself, what would you do? And that's kind of the theme that I'm going with tonight. What would you do if it was your child? Now, for me personally, I would do whatever it takes to help my child. I am one of those parents. I will try, alternative therapy. I will try hypnotism. I will try anything. If something could help my child, it doesn't matter what it is, I will try it. Have I always made, welcome, Jeanette. Have I always made the best decisions for my children? Maybe. I guess it's debatable. Have I always felt I've done the best that I could? Absolutely. Have they turned out fine? Yes, they did. So obviously I did something right. But here's a woman who, yeah, I know that case. Here is a woman who has a daughter who's in a lot of pain. Now, this is going by memory. If I'm wrong on on any of the facts, guys, fill me in. I'm not too ashamed to say I forget. But from what I remember, her daughter was in a lot of pain. They kept taking her to different doctors. Each doctor said it was something else. They finally found a doctor that gave her ketamine. And ketamine was very experimental at the time, but they were giving her high doses of ketamine. And when they did, ketamine all of a sudden was the answer. It helped her. She could move, she could walk, she could talk. I don't remember exactly what her symptoms were, but she was much, much better. From what I remember, she had a relapse, or not relapse drugs, but she had a relapse, and all of a sudden something wasn't working. They tried to uh up her dosage or something, or they were out. I don't remember exactly what led them to John Hopkins, but she had a regular doctor that prescribed it. And next thing you know, the kid was taken away. Chronic regional pain syndrome. The kid was taken away. Now understand, John Hopkins is like one of the best hospitals in the country. So you would think that you could trust them. You would think that they would be giving your child the right diagnosis. And all of a sudden, she gets accused. And next thing you know, they're not allowed to see the parents. I mean, they're not allowed to see their daughter. And before you know it, they're being accused of Munchausen's. You can't give a kid this much ketamine because, again, it wasn't, if I remember correctly, it wasn't FDA approved or something, or you couldn't give it for this kind of drug or this kind of symptoms, or they were giving her too much. Again, I don't remember the exact scenario, but basically they took her kids away. I mean, they took her child away and they put her in this prison-like state. And they kept saying she was lying and this was going to happen and that was going to happen. Yeah, John Hopkins had all the records, but they had said that the problem was with the dosage. She needed a higher dosage because of the asthma medication she took. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember exactly what. I'm just going by memory. And next thing you know, she's being imprisoned by the hospital. They're not letting her see her parents. They won't let her see her parents. They're accusing the parents of child abuse, and the parents fought and fought and fought to get their child back. To be honest with you, how it ends, I don't remember. But I believe from what I read, it's saying that it took a couple of months. I remember it taking a couple of years. in the end, the mother ended up committing suicide, which you didn't know in the show, I don't believe. But again, I saw it a long time ago, but I don't remember that in the show. But they say that came out in the first couple of days of trial. Maya's now 17. They're suing John Hopkins for like $250,000, $250 million, $270 million for doing this to her. And the trial has just begun. I haven't watched the whole trial, but that is a general synopsis of what happened without every little detail because I don't remember. They wouldn't let a priest in, they wouldn't let anything. They just Green Eye, you might be right. They took her to Mexico maybe for ketamine treatment, but because I remember thinking it just goes back to, what will you do for your kid and how important it is for a doctor, a nurse, somebody to give a proper diagnosis. I have a personal story about this that I've never told on YouTube before. And when I watched Maya, it's all I kept thinking about. When Sage was young, she broke her tib fib bone. She fell right off the bed. To this day, we swear that a ghost did it. That's a whole nother story in itself. But me and Brad were accused of child abuse. And it was all because a nurse lied and said that she needed some kind of surgery that she never needed. And it's a whole long story. But they accused me and Brad of abusing her. And I was like, oh my God, I was on the phone with someone. And why the original nurse lied, we have no idea. To this day, we don't know. A lawyer didn't know. Nobody knew why we were accused of this. And we were accused because a nurse lied. Like I said, it's a whole long story. But needless to say, nobody took Sage and, my kids are fine. But we said they even called Ron from, another state telling him, we need you here because your daughter's, in a body cast and blah, blah, blah. And I had proof that I was on the phone. Like I didn't do anything. When she fell off the bed, I was legit on the phone. And it was this whole nightmare. And I was trying to sue the state. I was going to sue the county because, the lawyer said we couldn't get that much because nothing happened. The kids weren't taken, like nothing. But we were going to. Like, I was like, I want a lawyer. My dad was looking up lawyers. Like, you can't accuse me of child abuse. This is fucked up. Make a long story short, then we found out that the girl from CPS was fucking one of the cops, and it was a nightmare. But we moved out of the county immediately. So, yeah, it was ugly. Very ugly. But nurses, doctors, that can happen. Like they can just say something that may not even be true. And it's fucked up, but it happens a lot more than people think. Like really more than people think. Oh no, she didn't have a spiral fracture. She broke her tib fib bone. And they were originally saying this only happens with abuse. And I was like, I don't touch my kids. I've never even spanked them. Brad wasn't home. It was bad. Each treatment was $10,000 and that covered. Yes, they sold their home. They sold everything. So now the trial happens. Well, the trial just started. The trial is live now. And I don't know when she was young and now she's 17. 2017 was when the mom killed herself. But like I said, the show is on Netflix. Yeah, the child abuse led to the mother's suicide. Jurors were told in opening statements Thursday in a case that gained notoriety from Netflix. It's $200 million lawsuit against Johns Hopkins Children's Hospital in Florida, claiming the medical center's negligence ended in the mother's untimely death. Maya's now 17, suffered from severe pains that the family were told due to a rare neurological condition, CRPS. Those with the condition can experience intense pain with the most moderate contact. Yeah, but I don't know how they're going to prove that the mother committed suicide because of false abuse claims from a few years prior. That's the part I don't get, how they're going to prove that. That's a tough thing to prove. Yes, but they had the child back by the time the mother committed suicide, didn't they? I thought they did. I thought they got her back by the end of the documentary. No? Oh, okay. But that's right. The mother kept a diary about stuff. When Maya was taken to the hospital, the lawsuit said doctors suspected the parents of child abuse and that the mother was suffering from Munchausen's by proxy. Maya was separated from her family for months due to doctors wrongly accusing the parents of abuse and refusing to believe the girl suffered from CRPS. And I have no idea why they did that. Oh, mom was dead before yeah, I don't remember. Separation ultimately culminated to Beata's suicide in early 17. Maya was released, but maybe it was in the Netflix. I don't remember it. Daughter was back home. Oh, okay. So I just want to make sure because again, I watched a long time ago. Daughter was back home by the end. I thought she was. She was denied. Yeah, she was denied communication with the family. She was denied communication with everybody. They were treating her like she did something wrong instead of a typical no. And this is like a great hospital, but instead of like a normal, like if someone has Munchausen's, they're very, very loving towards the child and they understand that it's not the child's fault. For some reason with her, they treated her like she was abusing herself or her mother or her father. They treated her like a prisoner and nobody could understand why. And think about it from parents' perspective. This is a hospital that you trusted. This is one of the best, allegedly, one of the best children's hospitals in the entire country. Of course, you're going to listen to them. Of course, you're going to think that they know what they're talking about. And they treated her like garbage. Family says Hopkins Children's Hospital doctors should have known Maya suffered from CRPS, but they still touched and hugged the girl, causing pain in an effort to disprove the diagnosis. Maya was repeatedly battered by nurses and social workers, trying to prove that she did not have CRPS. The defendants continued to accuse them, Jack and Beata, of being child abusers even after the evidence was overwhelming that she had CRPS. The hospital's attorney said doctors did their best to treat a difficult case in which a child appeared to be in extreme pain and her leg muscles atrophied after months in a wheelchair. That was the other thing. I remember that from the show, that they talked about her legs, like she would do good and then all of a sudden she couldn't walk anymore. And all of a sudden her legs would give out. And they kept saying, maybe it's her. While she was in the hospital for 3 months, that whole 3 months, the hospital was charging the insurance the diagnosis. They said the mother was making up. Was that in the trial or maybe I should watch the Netflix show again. Doctors in ER want to check off any number of possible reasons for Maya's extreme midsection pain, but the mother allegedly told them not to touch her daughter before giving her high doses of painkillers. Insisted that before any work be done, child get ketamine, and not just any amount. It is not approved for use in children, nor is it approved for use in high doses for treatment. The mother demanded 1,500 milligrams of ketamine. That dose you're going to hear several times, many times. The maximum dose for children is less. Yeah, I need to watch it again too. Like I said, it's been a while since I watched it. It was probably a year or two, maybe definitely a year ago, possibly 2 years ago. Now, does she still have it? Like, if they talked about it in trial, does she still have it or no? Hey, Rock Gem. But it's just so scary. You bring your child to a hospital for, something, and then it turns out they're accusing you of something. It's scary. Testified about day she died. They made that girl suffer, and her mother was distraught. She killed herself so that her daughter could. That's right. I do remember that. You are 100% right. She felt that if she unalived herself, then her daughter would finally be able to go home. And that was the ultimate price that she paid for her daughter to be able to go home. Because they weren't accusing the father, they were accusing her. Because that really is the ultimate price. The the ultimate, what can you do for your child? Honestly, I don't know if I'd go that far. I would hire an attorney first. But I mean, she really made the ultimate sacrifice for her daughter to be saved. Tony, was it mental health issues or was it she saw no other way? And they weren't going to release her daughter while she was still alive. It's, in a way, it's almost honorable. I mean, that is the ultimate sacrifice. Death for honor. She wanted her daughter home, and she saw no other way to protect and save her daughter. That's what I'm saying. How many would actually take that final step? I don't know. It's, I don't know. I don't know if I would. Maybe I would. I don't know. CPS in court made the father promise that if they gave him custody, he would not allow any contact with his wife. He had to get divorced. I remember that too. She didn't abandon her child, Tony. She wasn't abandoning her. Quite the opposite. They told her that she could have no contact with the child. The husband has to get divorced. Like, she wasn't allowed contact. It was a nightmare. And she made the ultimate sacrifice for her child. And again, many people may not agree with it, but it's honorable. It is truly honorable. I mean, we always say we'll do anything for our children. Well, she did. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, the ultimate sacrifice to keep her family together and not keep them from losing her. And yeah, not make them choose between her or their daughter. It really is The ultimate sacrifice. All right, I never dropped the link. So we're going to drop it. Tony, you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. She made the ultimate sacrifice. If you knew the case, like really knew it, you would know what I'm talking about. She made the ultimate sacrifice. No, I don't remember the mother being in the medical field. I honestly, though, I don't remember. I'm not going to say for sure because I don't remember. So all you people that wants to talk about Maya, grab the link. Yeah, I didn't think the mother had any mental issues. She was pissed, she was depressed, but it really was the ultimate sacrifice. She wanted to save her daughter, and she knew that was the only way that she could save it. She was the only way she could save her daughter and her family. But I guess placed in that situation, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I mean, I'd fight like hell, I'll tell you that much. She was backed into a corner. I would have chosen to stay away until Maya was 18. Okay. But could you have done that? I couldn't have done that. Tony, she was. She was fighting for a kid. She did everything she could. Everything. You guys are tough. I'm sorry, but I see things differently. As a mother, I see things differently. Yep. Thoughts on with family. I have CRPS, RSD. It is hell. And as an adult, let alone a child, it took 2 years for my diagnosis. I can't imagine being a parent and fighting like she did. I agree. When Netflix made the documentary, I don't think the trial was even set. I think the trial may have come after the documentary. I don't remember. She escaped Russian-controlled area of Poland at the age of 17, went to the U.S. with relatives. She went to medical school and got 4 nursing degrees. She outranked the nurses she was dealing with. See, that I remember too. No, lawsuits can definitely take a long time. Like I said, I just don't remember the whole the trial. Oh, it was discussed in the documentary. Okay. Like I said, I just don't remember it. Let's see. On Netflix. Okay, so it was like 6 months ago that I watched it. Someone was asking me about the time. Okay, so it happened in 2016. They took Maya to a hospital in St. Petersburg. The 10-year-old was admitted to the ER with severe stomach ache. Instead of a quick hospital stay, Maya was taken from her parents and kept there. Um, yeah, so it came out in June 19th. So that's when I watched it, like that week. The film was told from the Kowalski family perspective and was directed by Henry Roosevelt. But it's definitely worth watching. I remember watching, I was getting mad. I will tell you though, the trial is extremely boring. I was watching some of it and I was like, wow, this is like really boring. So I was kind of like listening to it in the background. And let me just put this out there. I do understand that, documentaries and certain things are for, propaganda and they want to sell it a certain way, but so do YouTube creators. You sell a story a certain way. You get into, you talk about things a certain way. Everybody does that. It doesn't matter if it's TV, any kind of media. I mean, if you just sat there, well, then again, it works for some people. But if you just sat there like monotone and boring and no inflections and talk, nobody cares. Nobody's going to watch. So it's the same thing, like whether it be a news story, a reporter, something on the news, everything is sold away for the masses to like. Thank you, Kaz. Or, again, it goes back to there's three sides to every story. I can't believe, hey, Lindsay, I can't believe how much stuff convicting a murderer has left out of their side of the story. Every episode, I get more and more pissed with all the stuff they leave out or that they're not talking about. They want to talk about making a murderer, and meanwhile, they're missing half the shit. So I'm sorry, but they all do it. Doesn't matter who it is. And in the middle lies the truth. Yes, Maya was 10 in 2016. That's why I said the story happened in 2016. So, like I said, everybody that was so into this case, take a link. No, there's a lot of stuff that she's leaving out about what wasn't presented. Because she's right. There's a lot that wasn't presented. But if you followed like we did and know every aspect of the case, there's a lot of stuff she's leaving out too. There is absolutely nothing about that case I do not know. I've read every document, everything there is to know. And she's leaving out a ton of bullshit, a ton of stuff. Important stuff too, not even like, blind stuff. I mean, did Making a Murderer leave out a lot of stuff? Yes, they did. Is Candace Owen leaving out a lot of stuff? Yes, she is. Pertinent, important stuff, still leaving it out. It's disgusting. and she's embellishing the wrong stuff. No, I could not, Crystal. I truly could not. She was returned to her father. The court ordered she was not allowed to have any ketamine treatments. Suit over that was settled at a court for $2 million. Only $2 million? So this lawsuit, is this strictly about John Hopkins, or is it strictly about the mom? Yeah, I agree. I'd move out of the country too. But if I remember correctly, like they didn't know what was wrong with the daughter for a long time. They couldn't figure it out. But the reason I went live about it is one, because everybody kept saying they were into it. So I figured people would come up here and talk about it, but they won't. Because back then, I don't know about now, but back then, ketamine treatments of that caliber were not FDA approved for children. It was kind of like alternative therapy. And the amount they were giving her was so incredibly high. So they said that was it. They can't do this. They can't approve this. And it was like the only thing that worked. Actions of ACH and DCF caused Beta to take her own life. That's a hard thing to prove, though. But I hope they get all that and then some. Yeah, it worked wonders too, exactly. But they couldn't approve it. And they're saying that the mother was basically drugging the daughter. Lots of people forgot to hit like. Has anyone watched Dear Child? I keep saying I'm going to watch it and haven't. I guess it looks pretty good. Coffee, you watched it. Trapped in a windowless house, a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old are isolated from the outside world. Their days and nights are ruled by a strict schedule, with food meted out by the children's father. Whenever he enters their prison of a room, all three of them must line up and hold out their hands to prove they have nothing to hide. He dictates and they obey. That is until the night Lena finally manages to escape, wearing only a nightgown. She doesn't get far. A hit-and-run accident leaves her badly injured as she's rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. She's accompanied by Hannah, who, unscathed, but beginning to reveal some disturbing fragmented glimpses of their life back home. The nurses alert the police, and suddenly another investigation of a 13-year-old missing persons case is ready to open the files again. What happened to Lena back all those years ago? Has she been at her kidnapper's mercy the whole time? That was wild, and I fell asleep. You fell asleep? Dear Child is different in that the story is told from a victim's perspective, never from the perpetrator's perspective. There's also something special about the novel, which had a great attraction for us. I don't know, it came up on this thing. It's filmed in Germany. Well, Dark was filmed in Germany, and that was like the greatest series I ever watched. Just watch it when you don't. Well, you know what I do, Coffee? I put it on. No, it's based on a book. I put on my headphones and I listen to stuff or watch stuff while I'm working, either making candles or working on the website, and it just kind of, you know, just kind of goes with it. So that's how I like. Well, I don't like sit there and sit down and watch it, but I always listen. Like peek over here and there. Oh. Virgin River needs to come back again. Miss Sonic, did you give me a super chat? I missed it. I must have missed it. But since nobody's coming up, I'll get it off. Ah. I'm going to get off and get back to the website. I really thought you guys were going to come up. Thank you, Squirrel. Now you can sing Masonic. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Virgin River is coming back November for the holidays. There you go. I think we got a super chat. I'm going to get it now. I'm going to go back to the website because there's so much to do and it takes forever. I'll be up till 4:00 in the morning. Hopefully not. But yeah. So what I'm going to recommend, if you have not seen the show on Netflix, I would highly recommend it. You definitely want to watch it to understand the complexity of the case. Thank you, Tony. Purple strong, always. Always and forever. People come, people go. People hate, people love. Spitfire, tell me I'm wrong for what? Thank you, Crystal. I didn't even see that. Miss Sonic, you could sing 3 times now. You aren't wrong about what? I missed it. I don't like missing stuff. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, I gotcha. There you go. I think we got a super chat. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out or your way in, either way. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. like I said, I've been so wrapped up in like life and just getting everything like together. And now the website. So once all that's done, I know I keep saying this, but once all that's done, I'll be on track. Like the bathroom's done, the bedroom's just about done. Oh, by the way, I bought satin sheets from Temu. I'm actually pretty impressed with them. I have not put them on the bed yet. So I can't say that they are like they fit fine or anything. I won't know till I put them on the bed. But the quality of them, are they $150 satin sheets? No. Are they $80 satin sheets? No. Do they feel like $12 satin sheets? No. Temu. But I'm actually pretty impressed with them. I'm not going to lie. They're soft. They're beautiful, vibrant pink color. So I'll let you know if they fit. I ordered queen. I think I ordered queen. Either queen or a king. And they're actually really like they feel good. Colleen, not a bad idea. I've gotten some things that are no good. I've gotten some things that are good. I bought this purple toothpaste stuff today that I don't know if they're deep pocket sheets, but I bought this purple toothpaste stuff from Temu that they make your teeth white. Hey, I figure it works on hair. Why wouldn't it work on teeth? So we'll see what happens. Temu. So, but I'll let you guys know how the sheets are. But they're actually pretty. You are being paranoid. You sound like my mother. My mother's like, don't order from Temu. I said, why? So I always use PayPal. Like I don't give them my credit card. I just always use PayPal. Yeah, I do that too, Lily. I stopped doing that though. US are investigating Temu. Are they? I don't know what they're investigating for. 3/4 of your stuff you see on Amazon is from Temu with a high price thing. I don't know if they do drop shipping though. But yeah, you see the exact same stuff on Amazon. People are making a fortune. I've seen molds that I've gotten off Temu for, like $1.79. People are selling on Amazon for 12. Literally. There's a lot of money to be made. I could sell satin sheets on Amazon cheaper. Way more expensive. The problem is they don't have packaging. It just comes in like a bag. That's the problem. Are they really taking money away from Amazon though? I don't really think they are. Because like I said, a lot of people are buying stuff on Temu and reselling them on Amazon at a profit. So I really don't think they're losing money. And if you want something fast, go to Amazon. I've actually paid more for stuff that I wanted the next day than waiting 3 weeks for it to move. That's a difference too. Sometimes you pay a little higher for that, and I absolutely will. They did a huge see, Colleen, I've heard that. I did. I heard that if you uh if you do openings for them, I just don't buy anything for openings. Like I don't buy like electronics and that kind of stuff. But I've seen some ads from them that are total bullshit though. And the more you buy from them, the more expensive things are. I've noticed that too. They're all selling things on Marketplace. Are they? I don't know. Basically, all I really buy from them are molds. Candle molds. And I've gotten some really good ones. But the sheets were like one thing that's pretty good. Why buy some you don't need to do that? Why buy something you don't need to do that? What do you mean? The duct tape, knives, rope, and bleach edition. Well, that would be a little sketchy. That would make someone just a bit curious. I buy stuff I don't need all the time. I've slept on Egyptian cotton. I've all slept on I think I've slept on 8,000 thread count. To do videos? It'd be funny to tie Temu and true crime. I know, right? You probably could. So I know we discussed it on my other channel. So I think me and Dolly are going to split a booth at CrimeCon. Next year. We know, rapper, you're still alive. Your mother suffers every day of her life. So we know you enjoy people suffering. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to split a booth. I mean, it's not till the end of May next year, but. Hey, Lana. They're sheets. Who cares? I don't know. I don't get that into sheets. How long do you really stay in your bed? I don't know. I don't sleep a lot. I sleep like 5 hours a night. I'm not one of these people that like lay in bed and roll around. I'm never in my bed. My dogs are in my bed more than I am. I don't take naps. Sometimes I'd like to. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not one that, oh my God, I have to have these amazing sheets. That only works if you sleep naked. I don't sleep naked. You must sleep naked. You sleep on your floor? That's what I'm saying. So I always sleep in clothes. I have some kind of pajamas, clothes, whatever. I don't get the difference. When I had hair extensions, I noticed a difference with my hair, but that's it. I don't know why people get like that. Could I have a link for your other channel? STFD and listen. I know. I would love a nap. Flannel. Exactly. Flannel sheets. Keep my butt warm. I wear jammies, lived through 3 building fires. I'm ready to run. See, there you go. That's what I'm saying. Me too, Lana. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why people get all invested in sheets. Again, if you sleep naked, that's different. I could totally see someone sleeping naked. Then you want your little butt on super expensive sheets. But if the only thing actually touching the sheet is your feet, what's the point? You know what I mean? I don't get the point. Where'd you come from, Crowy? Nine lives? 9 lives are good. Cowie Carla. So that's one thing I never got, Colleen. Thank God. I never got hot flashes. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I did like a little, but nothing major. I've been very lucky. Healthy, lucky. As my mom said, now all I need is a good man. That's it. My life will be complete. Blech. Blah, blah. The luckiest woman ever? I am? Who the hell is that? Someone lived from 1887 to 1975. Good for them. Yeah, no hot flashes. I never had labor pains, never had a hot flash. Never ruined my coochie with a baby. I'm doing good and I'm healthy. Can't be better than that. He fought the Japanese war in World War II in Fort Mao. No, I didn't have any labor pains. I'm the only person I know with 3 kids that never had a labor pain. Because I had C-sections. With the twins, I was already in the hospital 3 weeks before I gave birth, and I was stuck there. And they had to take him out because Sage was in distress or something. And then with Dayton, I had a planned C-section to go through the same incision that they took the twins out on. So I had I don't know what a labor pain is. No idea. Scheduled C-sections are a wonderful thing. And that's it. I know I see people going through labor and I want natural childbirth. Oh, hell no. I'm like, drug me up and cut me open. I do remember the twins' birth though. I do remember they cut me open and it felt so weird. See, I don't know. I don't know why people don't want pain med. Hell no. If I could have been like drugged up, passed out, pass me out. I kind of wanted to see what it looks like in a C-section. Brad said it was weird. You just saw my stomach like deflate. 25 hours of pain. Oh, hell to the no. Yeah, I no desire to ever give natural birth or nothing. Nope. Cut me open, take it out, sew me back up, and we're good to go. There's a YouTuber, speaking of childbirth, there's a YouTuber I found that had a baby who has cerebral palsy, and he's got cerebral palsy, something to do with childbirth. That's scary. No, you don't, Laura. I've seen 2. You've seen 2 what? People give natural birth and then do it again volunteer. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. The doctor put in some extra stitches. Yeah, people talk about labor for hours. Hell no. I did. I had 2 C-sections. Second one, they asked me, do you want natural childbirth or do you want us to go through the same incision? I said, I'll be happy you go through the same incision. Nice and small. Take the baby out and sew me back up. Sage is one of these, I'm going to have natural childbirth. Yeah, you do that. See, my friend's little girl was severely hurt by prolonged labor and now she's in a wheelchair and face deformed. Exactly. It's scary. I couldn't imagine 9 months of labor and then something went, everything was fine. Then something goes wrong at birth. Hell no. C-sections for everyone. Exactly. Cut him out. My mom said when I was born, they knocked her out. She woke up, she had a baby. Let me know if Paige still says that once Sage is pregnant, then she had a first contraction. Oh, yeah. She's one of these will be like, I'm going to do it in water. I'm going to do it naturally. I don't need drugs. I had one twin natural. Ooh, that's tough. Not mine. They gave me drugs and took Phoenix, and then they took Sage. Then they sewed me up, and I got sick. Not an experience I would ever go through again. Nope. No, no, no. Your daughter was born in the tub? I'm telling you, that's going to be Sage. I don't know. I just don't see why I want to put myself in pain. I'm going to be in pain for the rest of my life with this child. This child's going to put me through more pain than I'm ever going to go through in my entire life. Why would I want to start at birth? Nope. You know what I mean? I don't know. Some people have this euphoric experience about having a baby. Oh, I had all sorts of epidurals, I was numb from like my boobs down. I couldn't feel anything. I mean, I was awake, but I couldn't feel anything. 22 hours of labor? Hell no. With Dayton, we had an appointment at 6 o'clock in the morning, I think. Or no, appointment was 8 o'clock in the morning on November 12th. By 8:30 in the morning, I was a mother of 3. It was that fast. I wanted him to do 11:11, but he wouldn't. That's why Dayton was born on 11:12. He's like, I am not coming in on a Sunday. I said, come on, doctor, you have to. I was like, my twins were born 1:11. Dayton should be born either 11:1 or 11:11. He wouldn't do it. He's like, I'm not coming in on a Sunday. I said, need my baby born on a Sunday. He said, well, then convince your baby to come out naturally. But as a C-section, no. So that's why Dayton's birthday is 11/12. Exactly. Organized elective. That's how mine was. Episiotomy. I don't know. Like I said, I like in the old days, my mom said she went in, she was in labor, they knocked her out and they took the baby. She woke up and she had a baby. Me and my brother. $30? Hell no. See, I have no desire to ever do that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Crazy. All right, but I'm getting off though, because I have like 30 hours to work on this website. So I will see you beautiful people later. Tomorrow is candle day. I'm making new orders tomorrow. A bunch of old orders are getting shipped out. So the next 2 days is candles, just so you guys know. So if you order a candle tonight, I'll be making it tomorrow. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Check out that show on Netflix. I'm going to watch that Dear Child tonight. And I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Have a wonderful night and peace out. And thank you guys for super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps. Don't forget, order your candles at energycandles.com. You will not be disappointed. Peace.